really has any faith in this G2 squad to do much.
Sure.
So yeah, I agree with him there, but I think you're dead on. There is still that internal pressure knowing that this is your last run with this squad. Malbs in the feed first, and it's Xantares dealt with at the top of Banana.
He was a beast yesterday, Xantares, over FaZe. Showed up in a massive way in their first BO1.
And it was in that follow-up game to Furia that he went far more quiet. And that ended up being a dominant loss for Aurora.
Well, what do we get today from Aurora? In this pistol, at least, it's just one man in the right place. Free clear is good, but they need to flank fast because Jota is about to meet the entirety of G2.
Clean stuff for Jota, but he hears them dropping in. They close the distance on him and will overwhelm this solo A player. Aurora now trapped to the extremities, and as they move in, they're going to go right into these late lurking players playing wider out from the site. Hunter catches Wakadia for free, moving in through the apartments. And that's just the save for Aurora. They'll write this one off. It starts with an awkward opener. Malbs securing a freebie onto Xantares in top Banana. That immediately starts putting stress on the Aurora resources. They rotate away.
But again, I feel like the timing's just a little bit too slow here for Aurora. They're not in the bomb site, so G2 are going to get that space. Oh, that's such a weird bounce. That's so strange. Smoke goes very deep. Got to be careful now. Ooh, ugly shot. Xantares, could he make this one weird? It's two players at coffins. The smoke is faded. They can appear. I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, this feels very claustrophobic. The G2 managed to find their way to the plant at least. Lobbing a re-smoke into the spawn has certainly helped out. It's going to force this full reroute around on the coffin side. And that will leave them at the mercy of these G2 crossfires. Malbs in a strong position. Will lock in the first. Not anymore, though. It's this crossfire that will be hard to break through. And there it is. Hunter and Heavy God have them lined up, trapped in.
But this B-side game plan has worked out so far. Flash falls a little too far. Xantares will just dodge it. Barely. Gets out with 20 health, and G2 look to go. Badger waiting for a flash, I think. I don't think he was even blind. But nothing comes in. G2 just pounce. And look at this lead right now. 4-0. Winning these rounds off of 0 or 1 kills in most cases. And unfortunately, the right call is to give it up for Aurora. They don't have a chance to retake this round. Keeping it simple. Gonna need something towards B to stop this from Aurora. Triple B just to cycle nades over. But they won't hang around there. Wakadia drops everything he's got. Good orb shot. Woxic in the right place now as G2 change the plan. They get top car from Malbs, but it's the apartment's control that gets stopped.
And his first kill with it in the save, but he's found the 5v4 in this round.
Oh, that Molly, that fell short.
Block.
Oh, he just peeks Woxic. Don't matter.
And Woxic dealt with over on short. G2, are they ready for another push? Yes, they are. Malbs holding onto the long side. Wakadia dealt with. And that advantage that Woxic found for Aurora has been whittled away. Flashes are good. Jota not blind, able to offer up resistance. Stays alive long enough for some support from Madja. Jota, one-man army. And there's that hero figure, that talisman that Aurora were looking for to get behind. Jota providing that 4K.
And G2 pivot back, looking again for this A site.
No one in the pit this time. But they've been burned by it so much that Heavy God is tunnel visioned in. Determined to clear Jota in the pit. Only lets him get away with more from short. And here's Wakadia up next. It's Jota and Wakadia, this tag team, putting fire back in the Aurora camp.
Well,
small detail, but it's let Aurora get that much more prepared.
this will be a massacre.
Pistols trying to get the shots out from the rifle. Snacks does reclaim one of these kills, but they've got a real tough crossfire to break through here. Snacks, gnarly opening. Madge is still in this though, back of the site. Heavy God retrieves that rifle. And Madge, low on ammo, will get overran.
Oh, no.
Snacks has carved a path for his team back to this round. Oh, that's a wild shot from Hunter. Ooh, fakes out the plant again. This is going to give Woxic a bit more time. They have to commit now. He's planting open. Oh my God, but Heavy God picks it up.
He won.
And that is a very G2 way to win this round.
I thought it was over. I thought it was completely done.
No one does it quite like G2 do it.
No. They have you until the last second of the round. You never know. Oh my God, he plants open for CT, but still Heavy God gets that last second shot. Great deed for Hunter, dude. Everything about this round is a nightmare. Oh, 1 second on that re-swing. G2, now is the time to make this A hit work. Woxic on the AWP is one of the 2 players who can stop this.
He's going to nail the opening shot. That Snacks fed to Woxic's AWP. And this A site has been the one thing that's been able to withstand the G2 hits. Has to stay true now for Aurora, Jota, and Wakadia, as is often the case, doing all they can to try and save the day on this round. These B players arrive, but it feels like Jota still has more work to do here. Some unfinished business. Jota.
Wow.
Gnarly hat trick. Beautiful stuff from him out in the apartments. Backstab out of Wakadia. Dead after one. Oh, Jota, I hope you've got another multi-kill in you, my friend.
I think he does.
Red hot right now. The lineup for Jota on long. Needs more. It's just 1 kill. That's not enough. Jota's been silenced. His reign of terror stopped. Finally, G2 might have broken through this A site.
It's got to be their round. Hades backside AWP. Gun in the pit. G2 with crossfires. And even though Aurora should know these positions, it's getting through them that's the difficulty. Xantares and Magus side by side, moving in. Hades waits for his time to strike. Xantares dodges him for now. He is the fly in the ointment, ready for the last second win, and he needs to hit these shots. Hades with 1 more on the chopping block. Xantares runs him down, and there might just be time. It's going to be damn close. Aurora with a 2v3 retake on this A site, denied by the bomb, as Hades buys just enough time at the back of the site. Malbs has a nade for that smoke. I think this is your best opportunity here, G2.
There's the opening. Match are playing forward, but they've wrapped through the smoke. Hunter's in the spawn. And Wakadia falls. First man to arrive from that rotate.
B-site's been a big problem for Aurora. I mean, they left it open a lot early in the game, but now they're not even able to hold it on gun rounds multiple times. G2 winning an eco there, despite everything. And now money just in the bin for Aurora in this last round of the half. We're looking at a potentially dominant T-side on Inferno. In a map that does often lean T-sided, but this is not a game where G2 are favorites, where G2 have any right to win. When you consider Aurora's form versus the things hanging over G2's head.
I think, you know, one of the things at play, though, is just that, like, Aurora have...
It's a counter to a counter, but still... G2 playing with house money right now. 7 rounds on this T side. Jota starts off strong. Gets rid of the A lurker.
Dude, I mean,
that might sound some alarm.
He's fully aware of the role and the part he has to play in this game. Jota has to be the guy to keep Aurora in it long enough for someone else to help him.
That doesn't matter.
And so he's keen to be so involved. Like, look at this. He's not only the guy fighting mid, now he's instantly called his own rotation, moving back over. Hatcher in the right place to block this smoke. Nate does good damage, but Woxic boosted up real high over the top. If they spam, Match is gonna die under Woxic.
Yeah, I mean, they see that smoke fall, so they knew it was there. They knew Jota here play. Jota done after one more in the round, and it's a 2v1 with enough time, may I add, for G2 to plant that bomb. I think the smoke missing actually helps G2. They realize what they're up against. They spam them through. The trap card denied. And a 1v2 for Wakadia. He slips through the smoke.
They just trade places. And now Snacks in a good position to play around the bottom, sure, but low on health. Noise made for Wakadia. And now they have this crossfire. Snacks falls, but Hades there to secure the trade. G2 on this CT side. They've cleared deep through the apartments. Now they walk down middle with 3. If they go too soon, if they give up kills on this flank,
no way.
Wakadia just peeled away. And that let them have a favorable fight onto the man holding the wraparound. Woxic! And his Glock devastate the ranks of G2. Hunter now the only one left in the back line, but it's Major and Xantares, the two that were struggling the most in this first half, left up for Aurora.
Where's he gone?
And Xantares can't find Snacks, will eventually get his bearings. That's such an awkward miss. But Hunter's closed the distance. Fake on the bomb, Xantares can't clutch up. Hunter puts a pistol on the board for G2.
Malps with one more smoke at this B-bomb site. And G2 look like they're eager to crunch, bite down upon the middle. What a spray for Heavy God, if that were 2.
That is crazy. And now he's ready for the push out through the apartments as well. Can't get a handle on Jota, but Hades can.
Where's
The trade comes so late for Xantares. Hades allowed to get gun on in time. Okay, that's lent a bit of intrigue into this 1-on-3.
He could plant open if he believes in this play. He's clearing positions right now. He knows he's hit a godlike timing, and so plant in the open is an option. Smoke comes down. He's trying to play for that post plant. He can go towards a long control.
Still, the whole time he's worried about Hades in the back line. He's going to go searching for this lost player. Will find him, but not in the way that Major wanted. Dead as he rounds the corner.
In a game that feels as good as done, Aurora.
This is the play of a guy who's feeling the burden to be the difference maker. It makes you take risks. And Jota, barreling out through mid, is fed to the wolves. That's Aurora's top performer falling first. Wakadia, the only other guy you've seen flashes from in this game, has at least secured the 4v4, trying to make Jota's death not in vain. He's got good ground over towards long, playing it through library. Could catch a player in rotation. It's one more for Wakadia.
He's going for the big flank. His team moving up Banana. And Malbs further away than they would expect with that deep banana smoke, so he gets his kill. Wakadia stopped.
Having a re-smoke there is huge. He's just blocked the top of Banana. Malbs, though, could end this whole thing right now. That second shot, lovely stuff. They play through the smoke. They play right into the hands of Malbs MD. The doctor is in, and Aurora will not like his diagnosis. He has deemed them not worthy. Just Xantares, 1 versus 3, iced out as G2 run away with Inferno. They find themselves in a 2-1 position.